Hey everybody, I'm just Q and I'm back with some more reverse 1999 content. Today we will be talking about team chemistry. I find that this is a very important skill or a very important feature to really understand, to have each and every single character that you're using on your team to feed into one another and to essentially just benefit the entire team. Let's hop right into this. So with our first team, one team will be from what we can currently build coming up towards the end of the month once Jessica, aka Changeling, arrives. And then the next team will be a team that I've seen featured on CN, and I want to basically use them to, give you an example of team chemistry. So with Jessica, Ann Lee, and Sotheby. Ann Lee, aka also, Ann Lee, and also the Cornbloom, because this is also someone you can use 5-star. Until you get this 6-star, you will be buffing the entire team. So with Bacorn Bloom, it's a little bit different because Ann Lee has a buff. Bacorn Bloom has a debuff, a mass debuff that she puts on the entire team. So she does reality defense minus 15% and damage taken plus 15%. Very great for the entire team, especially Jessica because she's doing reality damage. Then with your Sotheby, obviously your healer, healing the entire team, keeping everyone alive, but then also using her poison stacks so that feeds into Jessica's damage. So Jessica can now do increased damage based on the available poison stacks that are on that enemy. So everyone has something that feeds into the entire team or does something for the entire team. That's our poison team in a nutshell. Moving to a team that I've seen on CN will be Ulu, Spathpedia, and then also Medicine Pocket. So going from what we already know, because we already have Medicine Pocket is going to be healing. So mass healing, excuse me. And then also they also have a debuff, which increases so damage taken plus 20%, no matter at which star level. And then of course also has a daze on the ultimate, so very good. So you have debuffing and then also mass healing. So Medicine Pocket is the healer on the team and has a couple of debuffs. Moving on to Ulu. Ulu is a key player here. So Ulu is seen in some respects for this fire team, like Sotheby. So as you can see here, mass attack 120%, mental damage up to 2 targets, adds 1 stack of burn, depending on which star level. So you have 1 stack, 2 stacks, and 3 stacks respectively at 1, 2, and 3 star. So applying these burns is what's helping Spathpedia here when it comes to, wanting to have these burn stacks on. So going down here, so you have your self buff for Spathpedia, then you have your stacks of Exhilaration, 1 stack of Precast Ignition, and then also understanding Precast Ignition. Precast Ignition is going into her second ability. So that's going into Little Boxer. So Little Boxer, 1 target attack, deals 200% reality damage. If the caster has pre-ignition status, the critical damage of this attack will be increased by 40%. So very good. So each and every single ability kind of feeds into one of them. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually very curious to see how this is gonna work once it's on Global, because I saw this on CN and I was like, man, that's a very good character. And then coming into the ultimate, 1 target attack deals 700% reality damage. This attack's critical damage is increased by 40% if the target carries 15 stacks or more of burn. The critical damage will be increased by an additional 40%. So having these extra burn stacks is like pretty much like the point of having your Ulu and your Spathpedia together, because your Ulu being able to have that 1, 2, or 3 stacks, which hopefully it's not that hard to put your 2 and your 3 together, figure out how to do that. I mean, I haven't seen it at its full form yet, most likely, again, having to watch people on CN, but it seems like this team is pretty darn good. And I've actually seen, I want to say, when I watched someone raid with this team, 6 was actually on the team. So 6 made this team even better. So please correct me if you play CN, if that's incorrect, in the comments down below. But this is another team that pretty much, Spathpedia wants to burn stacks, Ulu can apply the burn stacks, and that helps everyone. And then of course Medicine Pocket healing. So pretty much I wanted to show people, team chemistry. One player, or sorry, not one player, but all players on the team are somewhat elevating each other to do better, or, in the case of our healers here, our Medicine Pocket, and then our Sotheby, just essentially, giving your team longevity. But just don't forget, when you're trying to build that special team, if you haven't seen it, whether it be on Global or CN, just how are your team members helping one another? How are they assisting one another? Of course, in the beginning, when maybe you don't have any characters, you know, maybe you're waiting to summon. Maybe you don't have that many different things that you can try out. So maybe you can't do team chemistry to this level. However, who knows? Maybe we just haven't seen your team that you're trying to create. So just, you know, think outside the box, be creative. Again, don't forget to check out Pridwin, you know, very good website that I use all the time for understanding, you know, all of my characters' attacks and every single thing that I go through, and looking at everything, you know, just outside the box. But that's team chemistry in a nutshell. I want to thank everyone that has been showing me all of the love lately. Been great, you know. Merry Christmas to everyone, because this video is going out on Christmas, and happy holidays to everyone else that does not celebrate Christmas. I don't want to leave anyone out, but remember, when you're here, I want you to stay happy always. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.